Good evening, everybody. Did you remember to change your clocks? Because if not, you won't be here yet. It did occur to me that there might be some people that time means nothing, and therefore you might not even realise what the time of day it is. We have now changed all of our clocks, so we do know what time of the day it is. And it's horrible, isn't it? Horrible to be dark at 5:30. But it was lighter this morning, so let's think on the positive. And let's think on the positive of what a very pretty card that we've got to show you and some things to tell you. Now, I think for some of you, sneak it up there. For some of you, nothing is new today. Well, almost nothing. There's one little thing on there that is new to me anyway. But for some of you, that won't be the case. So the people that came to me on my all-day workshop in September, we worked with the candle lantern die set and also the pine cone spray. And we're going to do that today. So as I said, some people will already have seen them. So they're launching kind of like officially today. But you will have seen, if you're a member of the Facebook group, you will have already seen some samples used with those two dies. However, I'm introducing them today properly and bringing along with them the Leaf Corner Duo and the small poinsettia, ones that we've had for a long time, the metal flower centres, which again we've had for some while, and also I've found a new exciting thing. Now this is a little bit sad. Post-it tape. I will explain that to you all as we go along, but the post-it tape, I will say at this stage, is not something that I personally sell, but I have put a link to it on the bottom of this YouTube video already, so that you could, if you wanted to, you could go and have a look and see what I'm on about there. So, but let me bring in the dies that we're going to be using today, and then I'll show you the card that we're going to be doing. So first of all, we've got the candle lantern. Now, it's a set of 3 dies, and they can be used individually for all sorts of different things. You've got a lovely little candle, which has got the sort of dripping candle bit. And then you've got 2 parts of the lantern. Now, the reason why I wanted to do the 2 parts is twofold, really. One is so that it does have a backing to go onto, because I think that always looks nice. And the other is that you can then make an actual card out of it, a lantern-shaped card, which is something that I will be doing at a later time. So there's 3 dies in that set altogether. Okay, so that's your candle lantern die. Old one, so to speak, is the Leaf Corner Duos. So I'm going to be using those. Let's take those out ready as well. I've also used the small poinsettias, but the poinsettias I've already pre-cut. This is one whole set of the small poinsettias because I prefer to keep them all in one. They're all sort of connected, and I prefer to cut them out like that because I'll always lose these little bits otherwise, and I prefer them to do that. And I've already done it. And then finally, we've got the pine cone spray. So this is a one piece and does it all, and it just works out beautifully for what I wanted to do today. It also includes another little die, which is not, it's still in production at the moment. So let me explain all. So let's bring in this die. Here we go. Here is our gorgeous candle lantern. And then you can see all the elements that I've used there. So I'm going to be doing this from scratch for you. And the only thing that is not available in any shape or form, well, the bow is in the future, but this is an old sentiment of mine. It's an old Sue Wilson one, Creative Expressions. No longer available, I'm afraid, but I've got that from my stash, but obviously you could use your own for anything like that. I've done it in the silver colours. Clearly it could be done in any other colour, but that's the one that I'm going with today. So let's make a start. So first of all, going to be doing it on an A5 card. So if you've got your normal A4 piece of card for most of your cardstock, simply fold that in half. And I've done that first of all with a white hammered card. Can't see it very well, but that is the base card. I've then taken a piece of silver mirror card and I've already cut that, and it is 13.8 centimetres by 20, which is basically cutting a centimetre off all the way round. And then I've taken another piece of white hammered card, and then that piece is 13.3 by 19.5. Okay, so I can already pop them straight down and we can leave that to one side then. Haven't made a sort of large A5 size card for a long time, so I thought I would have a go with that today. I like the hammered card giving me a little bit of texture, really. It's not sort of something, it's not very uneven. You can stamp on it okay, but it just gives a little bit of something. And particularly for the Christmassy type cards, it's a nice background. So that's my card base, and I'm going to put that to one side. Okay, so I'm going to now cut out some of my pieces here. And as I said, I'm using the silver sort of base there. Again, the leaf duos I do keep together so that I won't lose them. And I'm going to be cutting them out of mirror card silver, as I'm going to be doing with the background. Now, when we did the workshop, I also got everybody to cut out a piece using this die with acetate, because it's really lovely to be able to make it look like glass, like a proper lantern as well. So there's those options too. So let's grab ourselves a piece of mirror cards, and already I apologise for the glare here, but post-it tape. Now, don't know if you've ever seen this. I hadn't, but this is what I'm on about. This is post-it, label and cover-up tape. And as I said, I've popped a link to it in the description of this video so that you can go direct to it. And I do earn a very small commission if you did buy it from that link. So if you're tempted, I would appreciate you going via the link. And it takes place of good old, I have to say, good old 3D removable tape, Scotch removable tape. I have always used that. I find it very, very helpful. But I have to say, it doesn't seem to, you peel it off and you can do maybe 2 or 3 different times, but then it starts to get a bit mucky and it doesn't stick quite so well. Whereas this, oh my goodness, you just roll off a little bit like that. It's got a very sharp cutter there, just a little bit. Tape that into place, and I could use that. I've still got a bit here. You can see how small it is. There is still a sharp, and I have used that about 12 or 15 times. It's still very sticky, and I just think it's really good. So I thought I would tell you, because you're bound to ask. So it's post-it, labeling and cover-up tape. I've written it down as post-it tape so that you know. So let's cut that out. Let's use my piece there to cut that out as well and pop those into my machine here. So then from it in a second, I'm going to cut out my pine cone as well. So that is also out of my mirror card. So you can see that that is your mirror card of that. Whoops. Don't really want it stuck to my finger, do I? And then just carefully ease that out. So you can see that it's a really fine one there. So let's just put all those pieces together. Okay, so that's those. And then, as I say, I'm going to pop my pine piece into there as well. Pop that one through too. Should have cut out my Merry Christmas too, shouldn't I? I've just realised I didn't cut that out. Cut that out a second. Ooh. So when I go to take my pine cone, I do recommend that you push it from behind so that you're pushing out all those delicate pieces. I mean, it comes out very easily. Let's pop that to one side because I want to get my Merry Christmas out there. But you can see what it is. It's basically all in one. It's got a lot of debossing in it to give you the image. It works really well as the basis of these flower things. I've needed two, so I've already cut out one, but I needed two of that one. So then I'm going to take a piece of my satin silver card. Oops, I can find it here. And then I'm going to put my main piece of that onto there and cut that one out. Then I'm going to take my candle, and I've got a little piece of glitter card for that because I think that that would look quite nice just to have a little piece of glitter card with it. You can, of course, cut that out in any shape or form that you want to, really. Just take that off. As you can see, you've got little stars, which again you could use. I'm actually just taking them out, but you've got little stars there if you wish. Oops. Should have turned that round. Should have turned that round. Let me just trim that there. Then, whoops, that's better. We have got our, you can see there that that already looks, and as I said, if you put acetate, so you would cut the same piece of this, same die out of an acetate sheet and then sandwich that behind here, and it would look really, really good. I would also put my candle behind all that, but it's down to the individual, there. Right, let me find my little piece of candle. So we want to do the candle bit, and I'll chop a little bit, I think, off of there so we can cut that out of the glitter card. And then whilst I'm at it, let's cut a slither off of this because I want to cut out that Merry Christmas. There you go. And then I think that's everything cut. As I say, I'm really impressed with that post-it. I saw someone recommend it and I thought, oh, don't know if we can get that over here, because the person that I saw was American. And we certainly can, and I think it works out really well. So if you have trouble with that sort of thing, you go for it. So let's now assemble this card. Let's take all the pieces. So that's my little candle. As you can see, how many times have I been using that and it's still perfectly all right. That is really sticky still. Okay, so let's get all my elements. Just take this one out as well. I must admit, I do really like this type of card. I like, if we're doing flowers and that sort of thing, I do like it to be sort of a big card. So, because I think it's rather a special card. Oh, talking of special cards though, if you are a card kit subscriber, you should be getting an email today So do pop over and have a look there if you haven't already. I know a lot of you have already, so thank you for that. The card kits always actually get launched on the first Sunday of the month, which is next Sunday. But people who are card kit subscribers get the chance to pre-order, make sure that they actually get one. So they are available to pre-order for card kit subscribers already. Now, let's put this all together. So let's put, first of all, our lantern. So I'm going to turn that over the other way, and I'm going to take these little strips. Now, I have popped these on the website because a lot of people were asking me, what do I use? Obviously, when I'm using, when I'm doing foam adding to, say, a big layer like this, if I was to put it on there, I would be doing it from the roll of foam. But when I want little pieces like this, and particularly strips, I do like to go for these. So this comes in a pack. I've forgotten how many there are, 15, I think. And they are 3mm and 5mm wide, which is perfect for those. The 5mm one, perfect for those. And then these really skinny ones for the outside ones. And they are 2mm thick. Just gives you enough, I believe, to just pop this up a little bit higher. So it just works out well. And then I'll grab one of the 12 by 12 pads as well, just to put in a couple of places where we need a thin piece. And it just lifts it. That's what we want to do, just lift it a little bit. So I'm just going to take this off. If you were doing acetate, I would actually at this stage have used extra strong double-sided tape, like the red tape, that type of thing. I would have put that on first, and then, if I can grab hold of the sticky stuff, then I would then put these strips of foam on afterwards, so that that catches the acetate, and put it in like that. So just to let you know that that's what I would be doing. So let's put all of that on. Now this obviously fits absolutely straight over, so I'm just going to hover it at the bottom, and then hopefully get that all on top like that. So you've got your lovely little thing there. Yeah. And then with your candle, I'm going to put a little bit of foam again, the little 12 by 12 strips here, but I'm not going to put it on the candle. And I'm going to place that in the center. So just going to pop it into the middle and bring that down a fraction, like that. Okay, so you've got your candle shining in the middle. Now, when I bring that over, I'm going to place some things so that I can sort of imagine how it's all going to look, but I'm not going to stick anything down just yet. So I got my leaf corners here, and grab hold of them, and they are going to go one either side at the top there. I'm going to aim for my Merry Christmas to go down the bottom. So as you can see, I really want to push that up a bit higher, because otherwise the Merry Christmas isn't going to fit too well. So I'm going to push my lantern up a little bit more. Then I'm going to take my pine corners, pine sprays, and what I'm going to do is actually put one of them underneath it. Okay. And then the other one, as I said to you earlier, I did cut two. That one is going to go over the top like that, giving me a nice little area here to be able to put those small poinsettias on. I think that works quite nicely. So let's first pop our corners on, our leaf corners. Oh, let's make sure that all the little pieces have gone from it. So a little bit of glue onto there. And then that one, I'm just going to put it short of the actual corner so that you can see that that just sort of lends itself to there. And then because they're a duo, they are a pair, they fit nicely on the other side as well. Just a few dots of glue, as long as you've got a good one, it's good to go. So, whoops, try and get that so that is the same distance as the other one is, and try and get it straight. There you go. So I'm not going to put the Merry Christmas on yet, but I know that I want to. Oh, excuse me. I knew I wanted a bit higher. So when I go to stick my lantern down, as I said, I want to pop this under here. So in order to be able to do it properly, what I'm going to do is not put glue at the back on that sort of area. I'm just going to put it more or less on this side. I can put it at the top there, but I know that that will be okay to do. So I'm not going to put it on that bit there. I can put a little bit. So when I turn it over, I can pop it into place. Press that down, and then I know that I can take my pine cone, put some glue onto the back, lift that slightly without knowing that I'm not going to be moving any glue whatsoever. Pop that into position. Oh, excuse me. And then this little beauty is going to go onto there. Like that. Then I've got my poinsettias. So we've got, now these I've also cut out of the white cloud card. This is the adorable scoreable white card. And although it isn't bright white, so I wouldn't use it for some things, it is perfect for this. And what it also is it lends itself nicely to something that's got detail on, any little cuts of pattern, which this one has got. It really picks it up very, very well. So I decided to cut them out. I'll show you closely in a second so that you can see what I mean. So the little poinsettias, you can either use all the same size together, or you can use the 3 different ones, which is what I'm doing, one on top of another, but I'm just moving that around so that the petals are sort of looking okay. Thank you for all your kind words. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like the card kit too, for those that have seen it. Are you going to get more? Are they sold out? Oh my goodness. Yes, anything that is sold out, I will sort of put back on, but they won't be in for about 3 weeks. So yes, if we need some more of those, I will put them in, but I will put a pre-order in so that you know. Okay, sorry about that, but thank you, because that means that you like them too. So let me just press this a bit more. Now what I'm going to do is place these, but first of all I'm going to see where I think I want them to be. So I'm going to put them about there, and maybe tuck that one round the corner there. Yeah, maybe like that. Now I'm going to put the metal flower centers on as well, but I'm going to put these in place here first because it's easier to deal with if I do that. It also would be quite good if I had a hot glue gun out, but I haven't. So, do you know what? I don't even know if I found that since we moved things over. God. Oh, yes, I do know where it is. That's good then, isn't it? So let's get my little corners, centers, I should say. So I shall pop them in. I'm going to actually squash them together a little bit more. I want them a little bit more cone shaped on here. And you can't move them too much, but you can a little bit. Woken up with a frost. Oh my goodness, winter is on the way, eh? I'm putting a generous dollop of the, dollop being a technical term, of the glue into the center, because then it will grab these nicely. I will just press them down into it as well. It'll take a minute or two to grab that, however. I shall also then, nearly lost it, pop a little bit of glue onto my Merry Christmas. So I'm going to put that onto there. Pick a little bit of glue up, I think, for that one, because it's a bit delicate. So I'm just going to use this to put on all those tiny little dots. Like that. Turn that over. As I say, you could use any sentiment really. I just think that that one, it's one of my favourites. It's one of my go-tos really. And it's a shame we can't get that one. And final bit, I'm going to pop a little bow at the top there. And as I said, this bow is on order now, but won't be here for a little while yet. So I won't put that one up yet. We'll talk about that when the time comes. Oh, I made a mess with the glue. Hopefully that will soon disappear. Oh, making it worse. And there we go. There is your beautiful, I think they're lovely. I mean, they're virtually identical, aren't they? I just got carried away with doing these. Absolutely beautiful. So just to recap what I used from the top down, I used the leaf duo set, leaf corner duos. Then I've used the candle lantern set, which includes the background, the lantern itself, and also the small candle that goes in it. I've teamed it up with some beautiful small poinsettias. There's actually 3 sizes of the poinsettias. So there's 3 there. I've got the pine cone spray behind, 2 of those. And as I said, this is from my own stash, the Merry Christmas. And then I've used the little metal flower centers in silver and a bow that is yet to come. Okay, so lots and lots for you on that little bit. I will sort out in just a while. Thank you. I'm so pleased you like the card. It's really good. Oh, Di, thank you. And thumbs up if you do like the card. A good old thumbs up always helps. And make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss out on anything, more importantly. So along this little row down here somewhere on your screen, there should be a little thumbs up. Press on that and we will all be happy, will we not? Thank you. Thank you for those that are doing it, because I can see that you're doing it. That's really great. Thank you. June says, have you possibly got the white card for the poinsettia? I think she's talking in foreign languages to me, and I'm not quite sure of the translation, but I think that's what you mean. Yes, I have. Have I not put it on? I meant to. I'll put it on. White Cloud is the card, and I have got some, and I'll go and do that in just a minute for you. Thank you for reminding me. Okay. Oh, Steph's new. That's nice. Oh, she says no. First she says yes, and then she says no. Joan. Oh, God. Predictive text. Joining for the first time. Croppery. Oh, well done. Yes, you have signed up to the club, Steph. I remember doing that for you earlier today. So thank you. It's lovely to have you here, as is any other newbies that perhaps are not chatting, because you don't have to chat. It is lovely for you to chat, but you might not be. Yeah, June's in her own little world, speaking foreign and expecting us all to know what we're talking about. But I kind of get the gist. So what I think she was talking about was the white card. So if you can see that as well, this one's all dried, so I'll pick this one up. If you, maybe you can't, it just really picks up the detail. I don't think that is very clear. Now it is. You see what I mean? It picks up the detail very, very well, this white card. And so that's why I decided to use that for my flowers. As I said, wouldn't be my go-to for like a card background or anything like that, but for something that needs to be either bent or scored or embossed or debossed, works beautifully. Now everything else will be out of focus, I expect. Sorry to make you go a bit wonky there. Need to get you back into focus. So everybody, thank you so much for joining me. I will be back next Sunday, which is the 2nd of November, and I'll be back with the November card kit, and I'm hoping to do going back to do a couple of Wednesdays for you, because we are racing towards Christmas and there are still a few goodies that are Christmas based that I would love to share with you. So we will do that. June says that she's going to have the instructions, not sure which language they'll be in, but she's going to have the instructions for us. Maxine, will you be getting the Shadow Merry Christmas? Yes, they are again in on this order that I've got an order coming at the end of this week. Lots of restocks in the order that's coming at the end of this week, as well as newbies. So watch out for that. The stag portrait, I've had to put that one on pre-order now. It is coming in at the end of this week, but I know that so many people have asked about it. I thought it'd be best, if you would really like one, to catch it whilst you're there. Yeah, like that. So I'll see you next Wednesday. No, I won't. I'll see you next Sunday. But as I said, normal service will resume, hopefully, after that, back to normal for us. So thank you very much. Thank you to June in advance for the instructions. They're all available over on the Maximum Craft Facebook page. And have a great week. Keep warm, keep safe, and I'll see you then. Take care. Thanks for joining me. Bye.